Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. We are back. It was a holiday break. It was a holiday break for us, but we are back here at One Nickel Co-working, the Nichols Building, giving you your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. And there is no one better to celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit with than Miss Jen Robinson. How are you,
I'm
love?
good. How are you?
So good. I love it. I love it when our experts come back to visit us. I love it when they can provide us with a little bit of perspective because we're going to be talking about holiday parties today.
Yes.
But before we begin, for those of you, there's only a couple of you, few amount of you that do not know who she is. But for those of you that do not know who she is, I want her to introduce herself, first and last name, and the name of her business and organization.
Sure. I'm Jennifer Lynn Robinson. My business is Purposeful Networking. I do workshops and training to help people network better.
Yes.
And I'm also the local president of FemCity Philadelphia. It's a women's business networking organization of over 2,000 women.
Over 2,000 women. And if you want to be in a tribe, this is the tribe that you need
Yes,
to be
yes.
involved in. This is the tribe that you need to be involved in. Okay, so networking is her expertise, that's for sure. And we're going to talk about that because 'tis the season, right?
Yes.
'Tis the season for the holiday parties. 'Tis the season for the holiday parties. Now, holiday parties should not so completely be just social. These are opportunities for you also to network.
Definitely.
Okay, so we'd love some suggestions because I know that a lot of you are just planning on going and drinking, Taquan, at all of these holiday parties. But I think that you should be a little bit more intentional, and hopefully Jen will be able to tell us how we're going to do that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
tell me.
think one tip for holiday parties is basically just to not turn down invites. So I think we all get so busy around the holiday season and we think, I have so many things to do. I have to get gifts. I have to wrap gifts. I have family obligations, work, etc.
Yeah.
When a coworker or friend asks you to do like something new for the holidays, you think immediately, I can't manage it.
I can't
Right?
do it, yes.
So I think say yes to new things because, saying yes to a new audience is going to open you up to a new network.
Exactly.
Right? So
Love that.
hopefully it'll be lots of fun as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, also it'll be exposing you to new people.
Yeah,
right?
which is so important. I
Flip
love that.
side of that though
Yes.
is you're gonna get so many invitations,
Yes.
and a lot of them will overlap. So you'll have things on the
Right.
same night. So it's about being purposeful in
Right.
what you attend.
Okay, fair
Who's
enough.
going to be in the room? Are you going for business purposes? Are you going for fun? Are you going for both? If it's not, if it doesn't encompass one of those things,
Yeah.
you need to turn it down and go to something
Fair
else.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, one of the big things for me is the timing, right?
Right.
So some of them are earlier, some of them are later. Do you suggest going to multiple events in one evening or just selecting one?
I usually do try
Yeah.
to go to multiple, I have to say.
She's my people. Me
yeah,
too.
I
Me
try.
too.
I try really hard, especially if I can do it geographically.
Yes,
So if
yes.
there's like two that are downtown
Smart.
or two that are in the suburbs, I'll do like an hour at each one.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
I won't go from Center City to Malvern and try
Right,
to do
fair
something
enough.
in 2 nights
Fair
that are
enough.
like that. But I agree with you. I try to make a few appearances.
Yeah, and it's not
Yeah.
necessarily about, sometimes people feel bad that they're only staying for an hour, hour and a half, but I think that that's fine. I think that
Yeah.
popping in, paying you're respectful, saying,
Right.
oh my goodness, thank you so much for the invitation, showing up, even if it's for a limited time, so you can really be, not only make use of the networking, but also at the same time, manage your own time.
Manage your own time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one thing to keep in mind though is if there's a theme for a holiday
Yeah.
party, don't be the Scrooge who doesn't engage in the theme, right?
Right. Fair
People really
enough.
take their theme seriously. So
yes,
if it's
they
like an
do.
ugly sweater party
Yes.
or people ask you to wear red or whatever it is, try to abide by the theme and just
See?
support what people are trying to do.
Abide by the theme. See,
Yes.
for all you party planners out there, we're on your side.
Yes.
We're on your side. We won't allow for people to Scrooge it out, at least not this holiday season. So let's navigate the event itself, right?
Yeah.
So a number of them are different forms. Some of them are buffet, some of them
Yeah.
are cocktail parties, some of them are sit downs. What do you suggest is the best way to network maybe in each of those? So at a cocktail party, your suggestion from Jen's mouth, what do you think is the best? You're going into a holiday cocktail party. What's the best way to navigate the room?
So if it's a work-related function, know that the holiday party is going to be probably one of the only places all year where you can talk to higher-ups or people that are in different departments that don't do what you do.
Interesting.
So take that as an opportunity to, have an introduction, make an impression on somebody you wouldn't otherwise get to interact with
Love that.
in the company.
Love that.
But don't make it all about work.
Right.
People don't go to the holiday party to exchange cards, talk about shop. They don't want to hear about all the projects you're working on. They want to have a good time just like you want to have a good time.
Love that.
So really keep that in mind. Make a great impression impression, but make it about, something that's not related to work or the company or business.
Oh, I love that. And how about a sit down? Where should you sit? I mean, because that's important, right? Like, do you sit by people that you gravitate towards that cubicle mate that you've had, all year long? Tell me your suggestion.
No,
on that.
my suggestion would be no, don't do that. That happens so much, especially at office parties. You get everybody who's like in the same department or friends that congregate in a corner and just have food and drink. And, that's not what it's about. It's about getting to know new people and talking to people you wouldn't otherwise talk to. I think that's really important. The other suggestion I would have is be careful about bringing a significant other or spouse. Some places work-related won't allow that, but a lot of them do open it up to bring in somebody. But if you're going to have to babysit them, that is not a good thing.
Isn't Jennifer she just tells the truth. She's like, if I'm going to have to babysit you the whole time, stay in the car, stay home, watch the kids, watch the dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my company Christmas party and I'll tell you about it when I get home.
Yeah, I mean, my husband, I don't have to babysit him. He's fine.
Yeah.
But he's one of those people that, like, once he talks to a few people and has something to eat, are you ready to go?
Are we done?
Are we done?
Yes.
How much longer do you want to stay? How many more people do you need to talk to, right?
Do you need
and I'm
to
like,
talk to?
yes, I'm going to stay. I'm staying till the end,
Yes.
I don't know why I brought you. Like,
right,
this is not working out,
exactly. I
So
swear.
I've learned my lesson over the years.
No, and I think that's smart. Again, being intentional. Just being able to choreograph your night, especially if you're only there for a limited time period. You don't want to necessarily have to be babysitting anybody as you are beginning to figure it out. In both incidences, whether it's a cocktail party or whether it's a sit down, I think it's an interesting thing of the notion of networking within your own company.
Yes.
Because, people think of networking as this external thing, right? You're going to meet people that you don't work with. But so often, because we're stuck in our cubicles or we're stuck in our departments, we're not networking effectively in our actual businesses that we work for.
We're definitely not. So, I mean, it's not just the company parties. I mean, there's a big move nowadays with everything with Me Too to kind of change up the holiday parties. We were talking about that a little before we got on air. And, I think some places are eliminating holiday parties altogether, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Some places are eliminating alcohol or lessening alcohol. But I think one of the things people are doing, whether it's at a workplace or just in general, is all of these great events that center around giving back. So, people give back all year, but around the holidays, you have a lot more things where it's like toy drives and food banks and, preparing holiday meals. Those are also networking opportunities, And so a lot of companies are moving towards things like that because they're daytime. There's no alcohol involved. And that's also a great opportunity because, you could be delivering food with the CEO of the company, right? You have people at all levels of the company that are engaging in something like that.
I love that. I love that. So things are changing. Times are changing. The way in which you're networking externally and internally is changing. Holidays are coming up. We need for you guys to be prepared, whether it's a cocktail party or whether you're sitting, around a table. Make sure you're selecting the proper seat. Make sure you're navigating that room properly, right? To be able to figure it out. So again, as you go into these holiday parties, you might have multiple ones per week.
Right.
Like Jennifer and I, right?
Yes.
Multiple ones per week, multiple ones per day. But your suggestion is to say yes.
Say yes and send a thank you note. Yes.
Ooh.
Send a thank you note.
You're not done after last call, people.
No.
You have to send that thank you note.
Not just the email, send the thank you note.
Wow.
Be old school, send
I
a thank you
love
note.
that idea.
If somebody's hosting you, especially if it's a private get together, send a thank you note. That's the right thing to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. I think that an additional step that a lot of us don't even think about. All right, so you have to get prepared. Get prepared. Let's talk about, lastly, I really want to touch base about the appropriate outfits.
Yes.
For the company holiday party. Now, this is not the time for you to bring out the little black dress. At least that's my opinion. I don't know what Jen thinks. What do you think?
No, I agree.
All right.
I mean, I call that the Beyonce freakum dress, right? So, no, this is not the Beyonce dress moment, though I love her in her clothes.
I know you do.
I think, it's a great opportunity to show your personality more and be more festive. I mean, this is not the time to come to a holiday party in like a buttoned-up suit or something really conservative, even if you work for a conservative workplace. I mean, everybody has their kind of limits within that space, but I think it is the time to be more festive. Wear a little bit of metallic, wear something colorful, wear the, reindeer ears, whatever it is. I mean, do something that's in the holiday spirit.
Right.
Right? It is about the holidays, and it's not just a regular get-together.
Just appropriate.
Just appropriate.
Cover the things that need to be covered.
Only as a woman, I think, only highlight one thing, right?
I always think that, right? It can't be the top and the bottom.
Can't be all of it.
It can't be all of it. You got to pick either the legs, you got to pick the top. I mean, we'll have a whole other episode about that.
Oh, yeah, that could be a whole episode.
I think that there needs to be a whole other episode about that. Okay, I'm obsessed. I can sit and talk to Jen all day long. I know that all of you can as well. If you need to get in touch with her, if you need to be able to figure out the best ways to network or how to connect with FemCity, where would they find that information?
Yes, so for FemCity, you can go to femcityphiladelphia.com. That's our local website. And for me personally, you can go to purposefulnetworking.com or jennifer@purposefulnetworking.com.
I love that. Okay, again, the obsession is real. Make sure that you follow, fan, and like her. We are obsessed with her and do the same. We'll be right back with more. And this is It TV with Sheldon Barlatt Rumor.